forced our hand. And that's what happens with conservatives at large. They're like, all right, they just want to live their life and get to. But then when you start yelling at them about the patriarchy and tell them to check their privilege, they go, hold on a second. Now I'm going to have to kick your ass. Question of the day before we get to DePaul and what's been happening with us. Do you think that campus bias is a byproduct of ignorance or malice? Because we've seen this a lot. We talk about media, we talk about the entertainment industry, we talk about higher education. What do you think? Do you think it's just that there's this echo chamber that's sort of created by happenstance, or do you think it's proactive? And anyone out there, I would love to hear your stories. If you have any stories of unfair treatment. We see these a lot in the Change My Mind comment section. So this stems from DePaul. It was all over the news last week, had presumably banned the Louder with Crowder live program. We've now found out there was some kind of a paperwork thing, and they're going to be reviewing. We didn't even know we were up for it.
No.
We never, ever requested to perform at DePaul.
No.
We had no clue. It came as new. They were like, hey, did you realize you were banned from DePaul? Like, no. That happened? We were in the running? Now, we've talked about this quite a bit. It's about, do they apply their standards equally? Right. So campus has the right to ban people. Okay, campus has a right to ban speakers.
It's stupid.
Well, it's not necessarily entirely like if Stalin were there.
Yeah, but
campus
that's not what we're
funds shouldn't
really
go to
about.
fund Stalin. No, I'm using an extreme example to make my point. I'm trying to give them some leeway, but you're correct. But the point is, do they apply the standards equally? And that's what we want to get into today, specifically with DePaul. And then we're going to give you at louderwithcrowder.com/tour, where you know the instructions to bring us to your school. I don't think it's what they think it is.
No, it's a completely different program than I think people think. It's not even a lecture.
It's this show
an entertainment program.
It's their sketches, their stand-up. It's a full multimedia program. So let's go through DePaul. Let's use it as an example. They, of course, tried to shut down Milo. Everyone knew that.
Yep.
Where they were requiring, I think, the college Republicans to pay an extra $1,000 in security for his event. Here's what happened. The college Republicans paid the $1,000, and then DePaul had security and police stand down anyway to not protect the event. And so students violently stormed the stage, and they shut down the event and promptly banned Milo from ever coming back. They banned a notorious Jewish Nazi, Ben Shapiro. Remember that? They banned Ben Shapiro. And then... we dined out on this for weeks with sketches. DePaul security threatened to have him arrested when he came on campus. Roll it.
So am I to understand that if I take 3 steps forward, you will attempt to have me arrested?
If you create a problem and you will not, leave the campus, yes.
Always creating problems. Am I to believe you're going to have me arrested? He knows they're going to have him arrested. He's a lawyer. He knows the answer to that question.
I
just imagine him pleading, like, just please don't pump me like the last guy. just set me aside gently.
Please don't crumple me up like an old pack of cigarettes and punt me through a field goal. Love you, Ben. DePaul, they don't just ban conservatives. This is also, they try to ban conservative speech from students.
Wow.
Do you remember when they tried to ban the chalk on campus because some students were triggered from pro-Trump chalking? I don't even know how you ban chalk.
No.
It doesn't
Just wait for the next rainfall and
exactly.
it's gone.
It doesn't even last through a spring rain. Maybe most insanely, DePaul, a Catholic university, okay? Now, it doesn't matter what your opinions are on abortion. They banned students from posting pro-life posters. A Catholic university. They had a pro-life poster that said unborn lives matter. The president, Dennis Holzschneider, wrote an open letter to DePaul claiming that, and I quote, the posters constituted bigotry under the cover of free speech that, quote, provokes the Black Lives Matter movement. Really?
If anything, that should read unborn Black Lives Matter to be statistically accurate.
Yeah, exactly. You know the people in the United States most likely to be aborted? Unborn Lives Matter. Unborn Lives Matter is hate speech? It's even controversial speech? Even more controversial than the leftist speakers who face no censorship at places like DePaul, no matter how radical their views, like Ward Churchill, who is famous for arguing the United States provoked 9/11 and compared the role of financial workers at the World Trade Center to Adolf Eichmann organizing the Holocaust?
Just as bad as a flat tax proposal.
Yes, exactly. Unborn Lives Matter, just as bad as Ward Churchill. Not only did they not ban him, the university did ban students from protesting his talk. The students were even banned from putting up they were banned from putting up protesting posters.
This is starting to be bad.
And of course the chalk. DePaul also hosted, again, is it applied equally?
No.
They hosted a fundraiser on campus for radical leftist activist, convicted terrorist Rasmea Odeh. Remember her? She was convicted in an Israeli court for playing a part in 2 terrorist bombings, one of which killed 2 students. You would think that that's bad PR for a university. Who's the fundraiser for? This broad? Didn't she kill students?
Maybe.
But
was
it the right kind of students?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It was the kind of students who chalk.
We don't like them anyway.
So here's the deal. They're reviewing it at DePaul. And this is what happens. It creates that that equal and opposite reaction. We never planned on going to DePaul. We never requested it. Now, if you go to louderclatter.com/tour, we do have some dates coming up at, I think, SMU, somewhere in Illinois, somewhere in Alabama. We don't want to give you the finalized dates because they might ban us. And you can send an email there at louderclatter.com/tour if you want to bring us to your campus and work with YAF, Young Americas. They'll help bring us to your school so you can see the show live. But this is that equal and opposite reaction. Before we never planned on going to DePaul. But then when we heard...
Now it's kind of like... I think I want to go to DePaul.
Yeah, it's kind of like we have to.
DePaul.
We have to now. Is this a threat? No, it's not a threat. But if you don't bring us into DePaul at this point, we might just have to go on down there and do a change my mind somewhere near campus. The point is we don't even want to go. Who wants to go to DePaul? But now you've kind of forced our hand, and that's what happens with conservatives at large. They're like, all right, they just want to live their life and get to. But then when you start yelling at them about the patriarchy and tell them to check their privilege, they go, hold on a second. Now I'm going to have to kick your ass. That's what's happening. So louderwithcreditor.com/tour if you want to bring the show to your campus. And like we said, a lot of people don't know what it's about. It's not just a Q&A. It's not just us going there and rabble-rousing. It's a full multimedia show. Here's actually a promo, louderwithcreditor.com/tour if you want it at your school.
Welcome to the stage, Steven Crowder!
Now here we are, and Virginia Tech is filled to the brim. Can you believe this?
I'm live. You're going to catch some weird moments.
And is he in Jew faith?
That seems at the very least mildly inappropriate.
Because the linemen contributed 250 hours of community service. The only problem is that the community service was mandatory as a felony plea bargain. You don't need to de-weaponize empathy. You just need to steal it from the left. I will go back to Kevin Spacey scenes. He didn't have to reach deep for motivation. I mean, he reached, but he didn't reach deep for motivation. You were expecting something else. She's like, maternal love will take us into the next era of mankind. Just so you know, it's people kind of like, oh my God, I just want to break off a pool cue, demand tryouts, only you both keep stabbing yourself in the face. The people who are aggressive, the people who are attacking you, make an example of them, make it sting so badly that the person watching goes, well, he really bitch slapped that person. Maybe he knows what he's talking about. And we make it past that, the Black Lives Matter gobstopper, the cancer, and we're good.
Bassets to make up all the variables. Yeah.
Make sure to include that he can find counseling right on my undercarriage. Go ahead.
That's right.
Thank you so much, Virginia Tech. Appreciate you. We love you. Hey, did you enjoy this video? Here's the thing. You're here. This is the end of it, so we don't care because you already watched it. But if you really didn't like it and you want to justify it, leave a comment below telling us why you didn't like the video. And if you liked us, let us know. And subscribe to the channel. Because that lets the overlords at YouTube know that, you know what? You're all right.